I'm hoping it's not too noisy, but I wanted to sit outside today. Um, they will call you by your sin when God calls you by your name, right? This is something I learned the hard way. Uh, I think this this series low-key should be called like Confessions of a Past People Pleaser. Um, but I was very impressionable when it came to other people's opinions of me, rumors I heard, things that just I heard, or like people's own like made up narrative of who I am. The truth is, one, it's not your business what anybody thinks about you. Two, you are not responsible for the version of you that they created in your head, right? So I learned this because it's still something ongoing, but I'm much more like at peace now, much more confident, and I just don't care. Because the sooner you realize that no matter what you do, damned if you do, damned if you don't, you're gonna be so much more at peace. I saw this video this morning actually, and it was talking about God. It was basically God talking to us through the video. And it was basically saying, well, why do you care if they believe in you? Why do you care if they support you? When you know I chose you, when you know I put you there for the specific purpose that I revealed to you, why do their opinions matter? And that's so true. Why does it matter, right? So back to my original point. It's just laughable now. So no matter what I do or say, there will always be somebody who says, she's fake. She's fake. Her personality, she's not really a nice person. Blah, 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 blah. You know, who cares, right? But it was to a point that when I even do charity work, when I even go out of my way to pay for people's, and I don't need to go into descriptions of everything I paid for and given to people without posting and asking for anything in return. You heard anything coming out because my Trini accent slips out even more when when I get a little bit passionate. Not that I try to hide it. And again, that's another thing. People have their opinions. She tries to talk like this. She tries to talk like that. It's like, babe, I don't think about what I'm saying in terms of like, I need to pronounce each word like this. Just silly, silly little things, right? But my point is, I don't have to go post everything that I do to prove that I'm a good person. I actually prefer not to post, especially when it comes to feeding homeless people or giving back to families who are in need. I don't need to post people in their lowest place to prove that I'm a good person, because I don't care. I don't do it for validation. I do it for my God. I do it for my God in heaven, who told me to be like Christ, to act like Christ. But the funny thing is, despite everything I do, there will always be a narrative of she's fake, she's this, she's not a good person, I heard this, I heard that, and that's okay. That's okay. Actually, when you're an alchemist, actually works in your favor, because you're able to transmute negative energy into positive energy, and you become a stronger person, right? So it's actually pretty funny, because the people that the devil uses to try to bring you down, in fact, actually elevate you more. And there was a point I wanted to make specifically when it comes to, so I had this incident recently. I say incident, it's not that deep. There was this woman that commented on this video that I made with my friend. It was a carnival video. And because I'm doing Christian music, I was a little bit hesitant, but for me, I'm a big intentions person. And I knew in that video, it was just me and my girl just having fun. It's not about looking for man. I'm happily taken. Like, I'm going to marry the man that I'm with. So it definitely wasn't for male validation, but she projected all this lust onto us. And it was this whole, like, I had a little back and forth with her, not in a bad way, but I was just like, you are projecting something onto me that is so far from the truth. And I don't need to get into too many details, but I'm abstaining. And when I say abstaining, I mean every extent of the word. I don't need to go into details out of respect for me and my partner. But you're hearing my comments saying I'm a lustful Jezebel, basically, when I literally changed my diet to not harm animals, or at least limit the harm that is done to animals, because I love my planet and I feel aligned to do that. This is not a guilt trip if you still eat meat, but that's my goal. I'm trying to be vegan one day. And then I'm abstaining from alcohol, because I just don't enjoy drinking. It caused me a lot of trauma. It's actually something that I didn't realize was so traumatic. Until I look back at a lot of things, a lot of my darkest times, alcohol was a big part of a lot of pain for me. So I don't even drink alcohol. And then every extent of the word of abstinence, I'm not even lustful. I am literally waiting until marriage. And I don't have to explain that, right? But I'm saying this to say, because of her perception of me and because of the person she thinks I am based on like a 12-second clip, it became all these projections. And that was such a direct, clear thing for me of like, wow, no matter what I do, there will always be somebody who expects or like creates this narrative of me that they have no idea about. And to be honest, it was quite peaceful. It gave me a lot of peace because I know where I'm at in my spiritual journey. I know where I'm at as a person, and I don't have to prove that to anybody. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you accept that, the happier you will be, right? Because you shouldn't live your life for the validation of others. You will go insane if you try to appease everybody, especially if you're a people pleaser. You will literally destroy yourself to please everybody else around you. Do not do that. Hold on, there's a car. There was even more of like a more recent tragedy, and it's actually why I'm posting on YouTube now, because my beautiful little friend was lost to gun violence. I don't want to talk about it too much. I spoke to her mom, and she was just such a beautiful little kid, and I'm taking it upon myself to really include it in part of the projects I have coming up, to make sure this never happens again, because I am disgusted at what happened to that poor beautiful little soul who was amazing. I had somebody comment randomly, just saying like, I hope you're not using this for clout. Why would I use a little child's death for clout? Are you weird? You are weird. You know what I mean? And this is my point. People will always project their own distorted inner self onto you, no matter what you do, no matter what you say. You could be coming from the best place ever, giving completely from your heart, and it does not matter. There will be somebody, and I believe sent by the devil, to try to anger you and to lower your vibrations. And so I've been getting better at not reacting, but it becomes very personal to me because I just know my heart, and I just feel like people just choose to misunderstand me. And I have been getting a lot better of just, letting it be water off the duck's back. But my point of this really is, even through being intentionally the most Christ-like that I can be, there is still people that will demonize me. And the same goes for you, babe. So I'm just telling you this as your daily reminder to not give a fish. Replace the word. Do not give a fish about anybody's opinions. It does not matter. As long as you're doing your best to be your best version of yourself, to serve your God, whatever your belief system is, to be more like Christ, to be a better person, that's all that matters. You're not doing it for validation. Do not do it for validation. Do it for yourself. Do it to impress God. No matter what they say, they will always try to call you by your sin or by your flaws or by your lack. For me, literally, people try to call me by my sin, by mistakes I made years ago, by things that they don't even know, but they assume they know, but they don't know. But they don't know. I touched the screen, sorry. And so they will always try to keep you in that box to make themselves feel comfortable. They will always try to mislabel you to make themselves feel comfortable. And the truth is, let them. You continue being you. You continue being the best version of yourself. There's a fly that's like right next to me. Sorry. Go away. You continue to be the best version of yourself and do the best that you can every day. Wake up and choose to be the best version of yourself, not to get their validation, but because you deserve that peace of mind and you deserve to just be who you are. Be who you are. Damned if you do, damned if you don't, And I always suggest doing the right thing. But the truth is, there will be people who see you elevating and becoming a better version of yourself, or becoming a healthier version of yourself, and they will try to keep you in that mold of this was your past, that was your past. You know what? The devil is the accuser. The devil is the accuser. So when you hear that narrative coming from somebody who's trying to tell you and point fingers at who you are, what you did, what you're not, what you lack, blah, 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 guess what? God loves you so much. God will never, ever call you by your sin. He will call you by your name, especially when you fall off and forget who you are. He will remind you, and he will clean you up, and he is the best thing that's ever happened to me. And everything that I am today is because of God and because of God's grace. Do not give up, my love. Continue being the best version of you. Continue to love and be kind. Even if the world around you is not kind back to you, trust me, there are people in the world that you will meet who are kind, and they are of God. Do not give up. I love you. Leave a comment. I always love interacting with you guys. I don't know what you're going to talk about, but I love you. Keep doing you. Keep being the best version of yourself, and ignore the people that try to keep you in the box that makes them feel comfortable. Love you.